a lot of people who read the script before we made it said like, well, women aren't this gross. And I was sitting there like, have you met me?
Now it begins.
Hi, I'm Sarah McConnell, and today I am going to make a funny video with my friends.
Well, let me ask, are you ready to handle the spotlight of an internet superstar?
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay, I am starring that one. I am saving that one.
Yeah, I get that. Well, the Skit movie took me back to the early days of YouTube.
That's the idea.
Were those videos that you're watching as inspiration? Were those actual really films or shorts from that time period?
Yeah, a lot of them were.
Oh, wow.
A lot of them were. Wait, Jamie, I think can we hear you?
Oh, can you hear me?
There we go. Yeah, a lot of them were. We sourced a lot of those videos from the cast and crew. We sourced a lot of those videos from our friends and family of what they posted in 2007 on YouTube. And then, yeah, just some of our faves.
Mm-hmm. Well, what hasn't changed is people chasing the dream, right? To be the next YouTube or internet sensation. That hasn't changed very much. And neither has a backlash, right? Like, that's still very real.
I would even say.
Oh, you think it was worse now? Well, yeah, it's probably worse now. There's more social media. Before it was like limited to YouTube, right?
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit how you approached your characters, because you're playing, 20-some kids, not kids, 20-some girls in this world where you're trying to keep up. And at that time, it was mostly men online, right? I rarely remember a woman being on YouTube and doing these stuff because they're doing dumb videos, right? So
yeah.
Describe how you approach your character.
It's kind of why we made the movie the way we did was, I feel like there were a lot of girls who wanted to be stupid and gross online, but felt like they couldn't. And so this was kind of our homage to them, and to ourselves, I guess. But, I just remembered a lot of my favorite YouTubers, myself also, not that I was a YouTuber, but what I was posting online, and used that. I used to love watching like Grace Helbig and Hannah Hart and like all those guys, and they were like these like kooky, like fun, just felt like they could do whatever they wanted. I'm sure they didn't feel like that, but to me as a 12-year-old, I was like, yes, this is everything, and that's what I was trying to channel in Faye.
Yeah. I think I approached my character in that I was just sort of remembering what it was like to be that age and also make content with my friends, because that's what I did. So I think it, again, more of like a revisiting of that time. And it was actually very fun to like think back of that time and kind of be happy with my current self. Like, oh, past Jamie would be so excited that we're doing this on a grander scale and we are making kind of a long YouTube video in a way with
Literally.
So I guess I almost approached it with like a ton of nostalgia and a lot of grace for my like past baby self, I would say.
Now it's kind of said like a mockumentary. So was everything scripted, or did you guys improvise? How did it work? Because it feels very improvised, or not improvised, but just very off the cuff, kind of natural.
Yeah, part of that is I think the beauty of the writing, and part of it is there was a lot of improvisation. It was kind of built for the idea that we were going to cast a bunch of really talented comics, like Jamie and Nataly and Lukas and Jacob. So we got to work with people who are really good at improv and have their own reference points for this period in their lives. So that was really fun, and a lot of it made it in the film.
Now, Jamie, Sarah, you're a producer as well, and it's shot in 4:3. Well, I don't know if it was shot in 4:3. The format is 4:3. So,
Yeah.
What cameras did they use? Did you go back in time and use old school?
No.
No.
I mean, we did not because it's a very, very ultra low budget. We did not use the most fancy of fancy cameras, but we shot the whole thing on one camera. Our DP Truman is has an amazing technical mind as well, and he also edited the film, so he did a lot of the coloring and after the fact adding the effects to kind of make it look a little bit more 2007, because even the camera that we were using was almost too high tech, and we really wanted it to feel, you know, of the era. But yeah, we were able to kind of make it the way we wanted because it was a mockumentary and from this one camera's point of view. So yeah, it was a really fun opportunity to make it on that kind of camera.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
really like that part. You guys just came off like very natural, and
Yeah.
it was nice to see kind of like this rawness, right, with a female friendship.
Mhm.
Sometimes it seems too like staged,
Yeah.
right? But this one came natural. That's why I thought like maybe you guys improvised because it's just so natural. It's just how women, well, the women in the group kind of talk,
Yeah.
right? Even though people don't think we get gross, we do get gross at
Yeah.
times.
Definitely.
Yeah. A lot of people who read the script before we made it said like, well, women aren't this gross. And I was sitting there like,
We
have
are.
you met me?
Especially
Like,
at that age too. Especially at that age, and when you're trying to
Mm-hmm.
all great artists steal in a way, it is like you're trying to emulate the things that you think are funny.
yeah.
So
Right.
if you are one of those girls, like many of us were at the time watching videos, these like gross, silly, stupid videos, we're gonna try to make the same thing because we think that's funny. So
Right.
yeah, so girls will be gross.
Girls will be gross.
Be gross.
And it's also addressed in the movie because there's this sequence of backlash, mostly coming from men. Like, oh, they're trying to do what, essentially what we do, but they can't because they're women.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I think that's the big part of it is like if boys were doing that video, they wouldn't probably not end up on 4chan and probably not feel threatened, for their safety simply because we're girls versus
Yeah.
boys.
They'd be patting each other on the back. Hey, dude, that was so good.
Yeah.
But
I mean, there's entire shows built around that.
Mm-hmm.
And I love them, but they're all boys.
yeah,
That's true. Well, you're airing on Tubi November 14th. Congratulations on that. How did that come about? Did you do the festival route and ended up on Tubi, or you kind of just pitched it?
No, yeah, that's a great question because we're kind of really trying to prove a point with the new world of indie filmmaking. So we, made it, we had one EP, it was made through eShop, and we just kind of made it ultra low budget with the plan of we're going to take it out ourselves, try to find distribution, forgo the festival circuit because right now the festival circuit's kind of hard because you kind of have to already have made it to get into a lot of them.
Interesting.
And so we took it to Film Hub, our distributor, and Alan, head of Film Hub, loved it, and he was a huge supporter from the get-go. And then he already had a relationship with Film Hub, already has a relationship with Tubi, so that was it felt like a no-brainer. And Tubi has been doing so much work with new creators, so
Mm.
it felt like a kind of kismet fit at the time, and yeah, we're really excited.
Well, it's great that you're open to it because I've done the festival route and talked to a lot of people and they just want to do theatrical run. I'm like, you don't have to do theatrical run. It just feels
Yeah.
like be more open to, other streams.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we wanted the content I mean, we made a movie about creators online. YouTube
Exactly.
felt right to for the story too, to just go right to the world that we're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Well, congratulations. I enjoyed it and much success to you guys.
Thank you.